So if there are any Tottenham fans who are clicking on this video, as I'm going to talk about Harry Kane, don't give me too much hatred. I am an Arsenal fan, I know, but I want to talk about his situation because we've been through that with Robin van Persie a few years ago, and I know I was speaking to I spoke to a Tottenham fan, as I mentioned in my last video, and I specifically asked him do you think Harry Kane will leave and should he leave? And I can't even remember exactly what he said, but he did agree it was very sort of similar to the Van Persie situation, except Tottenham won't be stupid enough to sell him to a rival who will then win the league instead of them. I think Bayern Munich, if he can go to Bayern Munich, then that's be great. Great, really. A good result for Tottenham if they get good money for him as well. The way I'd see it, the way we saw it with Van Persie is you love these players when they play for your club and when they do so well for your club. And he wasn't even at Arsenal as long as Kane's been at Tottenham, so the amount of love that Tottenham fans will have for him would be similar to what we had for someone like Tony Adams, for example. And it's hard to imagine them at any other club. But if it comes to a point in their career where they're so good and they haven't won trophies to show for it, you do feel as they come towards the end of their career, I know he's probably got a good 4 or 5 years easy at the top level. You think now's the time. If he's going to leave, it's going to be this summer really. And if he can go and win a trophy somewhere, then I'm sure a lot of Spurs fans will be happy for him as a player. I mean, and the guy I was talking to the other night said, he could come back after a few years. I mean, that's off the table. But yeah, like I say, we've been through this situation ourselves, and you look back and you think, oh, he's a snake for leaving us and that. Like in Van Persie's situation, I'm glad he did win the Premier League, even though it was with them horrible lot. He deserved it because he was such a good player, and our club was at a place where they just weren't gonna compete for that trophy, and still aren't. Well, who knows? We got close, but yeah. So that's my little thought on that. We'll see what happens at the end of summer. We've got a month left of the transfer window. Who knows what's going to happen? But I think we've been here as an Arsenal fan a lot of times, Henry leaving, Van Persie, Adebayor, a lot of players. It does feel at the time how are you going to replace them? You're never going to be as good, but the teams find a way. And sometimes when Henry left, the goals got shared out more equally between the Arsenal players, and I think Fabregas was starting to come really good then as well and play a big part. So the rest of the team make up the goals, and Arsenal are sort of like that at the moment as well. Gabriel Jesus isn't going to get us 20-odd goals a season, so the goals get shared out. And sometimes that's better. At the end of the day, whether you've got one guy getting you 30 or 3 guys getting you 10 each, it's still the same number of goals. So, yeah, I think they'll be okay if they invest wisely. There's some good strikers out there they could definitely replace them with. It's going to be an interesting season. There's a lot of competition. A lot of teams who weren't so good last season probably will be better this season. I think there's going to be a big gap between the top sort of 6, 7, 8 clubs and the rest. Who knows how it's going to go? I think Man City are going to be there for the taking, but you never know. They can't win every year, surely. Who knows? It's going to be a good one. Maybe I'll do a Premier League review closer to the start of the season. But yeah, I thought I'd just share that. Probably not an Arsenal fan's place to talk about, but as I said, we've been in this situation ourselves many a time, so we sort of know what it's like. And, we enjoy the rivalry. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one.